No. Hey, it's Kennedy. It's your girl Kennedy, a whole single. Just stopping in for this Wednesday morning live. I did tell you I would be better at my videos, and it did come, but I'm so sorry that I am on this camera. I tried to change cameras. I don't want to be on this camera because I don't know if it looks that way on your side, but on my side, it looks really foggy. And so it won't let me change it. In either case, anywho, we'll just move along. So, Worthy Wednesdays. I know a lot of my people aren't even up yet, or you're up getting ready for work or getting ready for your day. Today is really an early day because I have to start early. Yeah. And I didn't want the day to get caught up with me, and I did not remember to do it, or I didn't um, live up to my word. So, Worthy Wednesdays. We know tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in America. In most places, they may honor a day in the year to give thanks. But in America, which I'm saying that because a lot of my subscribers and friends are all over the world. I have people in Africa, South America, Luciano. I have Bon Dia, Buenos Dias. And so I just want to make sure that I'm being culturally correct. But any day is a day for us believers, for us single saints of God, to call him worthy, to claim him as worthy. In Alabama, we had storms yesterday, and the internet was out, and it was just one of those days for me. I walked back and forth to the office, back and forth to the office, looking to see if the internet would come on. It was a crazy day because my daughter calls me and says, Mommy, my lights are off. My internet can't be on. I got to go to work. And I'm just praying, oh God, we're going to make sure, I'm going to pray for Asia. And Asia, you're going to have your lights and you're going to have, and then 1 minute before I was supposed to go on the phone, my internet went off and stayed off all day, all day. It came on sometime last night. I mean, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I see I got an email saying that internet came back on. So at first, I'm like, oh, I'm missing a day. I got PTO wellness and all that I could put in for, but I didn't want to. I want to save that time for another week or two from now, because we're going to need to be off and some things going to be changing. And plus, my birthday is the 15th, and I really don't like to work on my birthday because, I just don't want to be strapped up, tied down, and forced to be on somebody's clock on my birthday. So I tend to always try to take it off. But this year's better, and if so be it, so be it. But in all of that praying and gathering and everything, and I was all praying over my stuff, I said, now, wait a minute. How you going to sit up there and pray for Asia? Get happy in the spirit and come in here and horrible shakaranda all over my stuff. And 1 minute before my computer, before I'm supposed to start work, my internet goes off. My mind is like, what happened? What did I do? It wasn't me. What is that? Why is this happening to me? God, like, are you serious? Are you really having a meltdown? They call it something else now. They say, when they crash, and I don't really, care for that. I don't crash out, but I will melt down, and so I'm overcoming that melting down stage of my life, and just thinking, God, you're so worthy of the praise. God, I don't know what customer, what member, who might, what when have called yesterday and really aggravated my nerves to the point where I would have either hung up on them or said something out of the way. You protected me from whatever it was. And I had to realize that. Single saints realize sometimes it may look like a punishment, but it might be God's protection. I really, and I'm thinking God showed me, said, well, if this was Asia, what would you be telling her? It has happened to Asia. You know what I told Asia? I said, just look at God said in his word that I cause all things to work for your good together for your good because you love the Lord and you're called according to his purpose. My pastor, first lady, she always said, talk about Jeremiah, and I know he has the plans. He said, I got plans for your good and not even to bring you to a great end, and expected end. So guess what? I took all that and I had to minister to myself and say, Candy, look, if he meant for you to be off, he meant for you to be off. I needed a day to rest anyway. So I'm like, and it wasn't my fault. It ain't like I was calling because I just didn't feel like going. The weather, it was not. So what can you? I'm like, I had to remind myself, Ken, it wasn't even your fault. It wasn't like you just was being lazy. It wasn't like you were just saying, you know what, today is a day I just don't want to be here, which is a lot of days like that. But I pushed, I press through. So today we're gonna just call God worthy. Let's just claim him as worthy that he does have the plans for us. He does know what he's going to do. He is the God that goes before us. There is God is time. So whatever time I was trying to save to be off later, God will give me that time. He will give me that time or the money or whatever it is I'm thinking I'm going to miss. There was something he could have been protecting me from yesterday. Who knows, when I get ready to clock in today, which will be in a few minutes, I'm going to look in the chats and see how the day went because, hey, I'm just going to claim it as he worked together for my good, because I'm just going to call him worthy. And this is what we're going to say today. This is Worthy Wednesday. God is worthy of our praise, of our honor, even when it just don't look like what we think it's supposed to look like. When I add up my hours that I have for vacation so far, it's about 50 something hours. And so I was mad because that 8 hours from yesterday, it gonna take away from my 50 some hours from next week. But wait a minute, he got that too. He got next week. He already seen it. They could give me some trainings. I might end up with training a class. You knows. So instead of being like, woe is me and why did this happen and what's going on, and I can't control the wind. I can't control the rain, but God does. So this is an act of God. This is something he did. So why am I so worried about what man's gonna do to me on this job, on this contract? Why am I worried about what can man? If God be for you, he is more than the whole world against you. So he's worthy. Yes. Yes, that's why he's worthy. He's worthy just because he's God. Just because sometimes I just sit back and say thank you. Thank you that I have God. Thank you that we have God. A master that's in control of everything we have. We had the Holy Spirit to calm us down and talk to us in them times and say, hey, what are you worried about? What are you fretting for? He holds the whole world in his hand. He has everything that concerns you. He has already seen it. He's already straightened it out. He's already fixed it. Fix it. Jesus. So why are you worried? Why are you concerned? What? Well, one part I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch the stuff I usually would watch. I couldn't do my classes for my yoga. I couldn't do some other stuff that I would be doing while I'm working. I did the hot spot and I did try to read some of my lessons, for my yoga class. It's coming loaded. yoga, yoga coming. It's loading. It is definitely loading. And it's just about being well. It's about wellness, about structuring your heart, mind, soul, body, being all in tune with the Spirit of God, where I can hear the Spirit well, where I can listen to His direction, where I can understand His grace. That's my intentions. And not just that, is that those that know me have seen that I've lost a lot of weight. And so I want to make sure that I'm toned and fit. I don't just want to be a certain size. I really just want to be fit. It's not about the size, it's about being healthy. As a breast cancer overcomer, sometimes you can be um, a little bit too concerned about every little thing in your body, and I mean that with grace. It's like, because if I had never had that happen, every little nodule, every little lump, bump, bruise, whatever, would not concern me as much as it does now, because I felt a lump, and I felt I didn't nobody discover it for me. I didn't go somewhere and someone else told me I had it. No, I know how to, I check my body. And so in that self discovery or finding that lump, it makes you, and remembering all of the other things that went along with it. What went along with after that, I had chemo and 5 surgeries and all these different things. And so you get concerned a little bit about your body, but it's not to be so over concerned that you're afraid to live. You know, I don't do a lot of things that I might have used to, but I do a lot of things that didn't used to either. That's more helpful than harmful to my body. So anyway, today, Worthy Wednesdays. All I want to say today, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, because I know it's early and I see you all popping in and out. But you can always watch the replay of this live, because it's motivational Wednesday. I told you I'm being obedient about my subscribers, about the word, about giving you a message. And today is just to remember, as we embark on Thanksgiving here in America, I want you to just think about He's worthy. God is worthy of our praise, of our admiration, our admonition, our just being thankful to God, for all that He has done for us, all that He's doing for us. Even on this thing, even with this cable going out, even with me not having internet yesterday, though I wasn't able to really work yesterday, God was working behind the scenes. I choose to believe that God was working behind the scenes in that, orchestrating something that's going to be for my good, because all things, He didn't say some things, He didn't say a few things, He didn't say these things. He said all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to His purpose. I make sure my purpose is His purpose, because I asked Him, Lord, what is your purpose for me today? And His purpose for me yesterday wasn't to be on the phone. It was just to be quiet and listen to Him. Today, my purpose, if this blue light don't go off on this internet cable, we're gonna be talking to these people today. And I hope everybody on their way to out of town to go eat some turkey so they don't call. Really, I'm honest about it. I really just want a good day where I can sit here on my system, on the clock, and do my yoga training. But anyway, Worthy Wednesdays, y'all. Worthy. Find something in your life today that you can say thank you to God for, and to claim that He's worthy for you of your praise. He's worthy of your admonition. He's worthy of your admiration. He's worthy of your adoration. That He's worthy of all the glory. That He's worthy of all the praise. That He's worthy of your holding yourself accountable. He's worthy of you being true to Him. He's worthy of you obeying him. He's worthy of you loving him. He's worthy. That's where we are today, guys. Worthy Wednesday. Anyway, I know it's early, Luciano, and all my rest of my friends. I know y'all hadn't even got up yet because y'all almost on the other side of the world. But anyway, I know you'll see it later. I love you guys by the gallons. Peace, love, and fish grease. Y'all have a thankful Thanksgiving. I love you so much, and I will see you next time.